Hi friends, hi grandboys, it's Nonna. Today's story is about a little girl who makes a change because she saw something that wasn't quite right about some crayons. Let's find out what it's about. It's called More Than Peach and it's by Bellen Woodard. It's illustrated by Fanny Liam. Changing the world one crayon at a time. And here's Bellen right here. She looks just like her character in the story. And she has a little something to say to us, that she tells us that she wants to make sure that nobody felt disincluded in their spaces. And this book will show you how she managed to transform things. Rise and shine, sunshine, is my wake-up call. But just for a moment, my eyes cling to last night's dreams, not yet ready to leave them behind. My mornings are filled with smiles and a bump here and there. We rush in the busyness the morning brings. Being with my brothers is sort of like gazing into a mirror. Their faces reflect mine, shades of the world with the same warm and curious eyes. I sigh when I wave goodbye. My brothers' reflections disappear and leave only me. But just one me is more than enough, and I make so much of it. Sometimes we might trip up, but we have friends to catch us. School is a home away from home. And when at home, we learn to grow. Does anyone have the skin-colored crayon? My friend asks. Some call it the skin-colored crayon. I've heard it many times before. But this time, when I pass the peach-colored crayon to him, something in me feels different. Why is that? Why do you think she feels different when her friend asks for the skin-colored crayon? Can someone pass me the skin-colored crayon? Another friend asks later. The question rings through the room. This question didn't seem to bother my teachers or my friends. Why was I the only one feeling confused? Why do you think she's feeling confused about them asking for the skin-colored crayon? My mom and I celebrate the day. We share lots of stories and giggles. I also tell her about the skin color crayon language. I explain that even though the question puzzles me, I always pass the peach crayon. Well, our skin color is brown, so next time why not just hand over the brown crayon instead? Mom says. But that doesn't feel right either. I think for a while and the idea hits me. No, Mom. Instead, I'll ask what color they want, I answer, because it can be any number of beautiful colors. And so the next time that question rings out, I reply, which one? Skin can be any number of beautiful colors. Oh yeah, I meant the peach color, my friend says. Suddenly I realize that if this friend could understand, maybe my other friends could too. Again and again, I get asked the same question. Again and again, I reply the same way, gently, knowingly, trying to change the language. Until I finally hear an echo. My teacher replies just the way I did. Of course, she says. What crayon color would you like? Because skin tones can be any number of beautiful colors. I had been the spark, and now my whole classroom is lit up. It's so important that your space is brilliant, just like you. Soon the new language rippled through the school. If I can make such a big change here, I can also make it happen at other schools. I put my idea to paper and my family helps me plan. Growing isn't always easy. Change is a team effort. And the bigger your team, the faster change happens. I lead the way and ask my friends, school, and the whole community for help. All around the world, the language is changing. Minds are growing, and we will keep going until the world knows we're more, much more than peach. We're each. Together we can show the world the power of kidhood, one crayon at a time. Look how powerful she is. Oh, and here we go. A whole bunch of more reading at the back about Bellen and how she got this started. And steps for what you can do to change the language. And there she is. Isn't that wonderful? Wow. And now, you know what I see when I go to the store? I see a box of different colors, skin colors, every single skin color you could imagine. And I think it started with her. That's a wonderful story of showing how kids can make a big change. I love that story. Thanks for joining me. I hope that you'll do some research and look up Bellen and what she's up to now. Take care. Bye.